to bake a good pizza or focaccia? Definitely you need to buy a kitchen scale if you don't have one already. That will make your life much easier. For dough fermentation, I really recommend you get a rectangular shaped container with see-through straight sides. That really helps you understand if your dough is ready to be shaped or not, because you can easily see if it has doubled or tripled in size and see its bubbles inside. Seeing your dough through see-through sides is really convenient, and the rectangular shape helps you shape your focaccia better. For your pizza dough, you can also use this kind of container. It's very convenient to have scale here, so you can easily understand if your dough has doubled in size. Just make sure it's not too big for your dough. Like exactly this one is good for double portion of the dough of the recipe. Also, you might like to use a small jar to make it easier to see the fermentation process. After mixing and kneading your dough, take a little piece of the dough and put it inside the jar at the 0 point. That will be the initial volume. And then while your dough is rising, the little piece of your dough will also rise and achieve to the 100% mark. Meaning your dough doubled in size. That really helps you understand and visualize the fermentation process. Just make sure you use very well mixed dough, that it has all ingredients inside. Also, it's important always to put the big container and your little measuring cup at the same temperature. Otherwise, it will not represent the fermentation in the big part of the dough. What is also really important is to use a baking stone. It doesn't really matter what material it's made of, but it shouldn't be thinner than 1.5 centimeters and not thicker than 2 centimeters. And it also has to have a space between oven wall and the baking stone, about 2 centimeters all around the perimeter of the stone. So you have to measure your oven and to understand what size of stone to buy if you don't have one. Why do we need a stone? We need a stone because to bake a good pizza or focaccia, we really need a good heat. That really helps. As we talk about baking, you also need a steam to bake a good pizza or focaccia. And in this case, you have to use a steam tray. You just put it on the bottom of the oven and preheat it together with the stone. After you put your pizza or focaccia inside the oven, pour boiled water inside or use ice depending on your preference. But just remember to not use any ceramic or glass tray. I really recommend to use metallic one. To make your work with the dough much more comfortable and easier, I really recommend you to have a silicone spatula and a couple of scrapers. This one really helps you to work when you mix the dough in a bowl because it has a roundish corner. And this one with a straight side really helps you to shape easier, to divide your dough and to shape it. Any kind of kitchen brush would be good after you bake your focaccia to cover it with oil. And also parchment paper or Teflon mat would be good. If you don't have all these tools and want to start baking, you can begin as long as you have at least a kitchen scale and a thermometer.